Well, the lighting is quite different today. Location is also different. This is a very new location. Oh, I should stop talking about that. Well, I've decided to make more sensible content, which is me talking with lesser mistakes. Well, I will try this day. Well, another update for. Well, it's been a week into exam period, and yes, I've tried to stop myself from speaking like nonsense thing, adding like, not really that detail that needed in the stories, and I'm doing it right now. Well, a week into exams, and has already been quite a drama going on. Like, well, the dramas that I'm going to bring up today, where are two of them? Oh, first of them is a usual dramas that usually happens every year during exams period, which is students breaking rules. The rules that are usually broken, or like, yeah, the rules that students usually break is the rules about copyrighted exams. Well, basically they ask us, or like the rules, like how prohibited us to share the exams, like you cannot take photos. Yeah, so that well, this year has already been one of the students who break that rules. Well, the consequences are going to be quite great, because first of all, the people who made the exam is going to inform your schools about you breaking rules, and the next step that they're going to do is they're going to inform the university that you're going to apply to, which is not really good on your profile, isn't it? You're breaking a national exams rule. Well, and another drama, which is more of like the stars of today, the stars for this video, is the dramas that commonly known as Wat Sing, or directly translated as Sing Temple. Well, it's a drama about it's a very bad things that happened. It doesn't really usually happens every year, and I hope it doesn't happen for the next year and the upcoming years, like from now. Well, basically the drama started with a group of people who broke into examination place or school and caused such a ruckus. They caused quite damage to the school. Well, the story started when there was on the second day of the exams, the national exams. There are 3 days of them, I think. Well, this on the second day of, I should know that, but on the second day of exams, there's this school called Wat Sing, which is a school that located near the temple, which is why it was named after the temple also. Schools in Thailand usually there are lots of it's quite a common thing in Thailand, because we have lots of temples around our country, and schools and temple usually located close to each other. And after that, well, there on the day of the exams, there were also a Novin ceremony going on in that temple. And well, the Novin ceremony is quite a religious ceremony in Buddhism, but nowadays things are changing, and people started to pay more attention to entertainment more than the main purpose of the ceremony, or like the initial purpose of the ceremony. It happens to the other custom in Thailand as well, just like Songkran or Loi Krathong, stuff like that. People kind of like take it as an opportunity to relax, and it's another, like, I think people just decided to pay more attention to the like secondary importance of the customs or the festival. Well, so basically in this Novin ceremony these days, things are changing, and people decided to. And the Novin ceremony these days, like, people decided to set up a concert or something, and they would be like a feast going on, I think, and the people would flaunt their wealth, and there are going to be quite a lot of things that is not really necessary to the ceremony. Well, it happens to this ceremony as well, and they had like this concert going on, which is not a really good thing, and not really that appropriate for, especially on that day that there was a national exams going on next door, like nearby. So yeah, so the teachers decided to go to the temple and warn them about the noises that they were making. That it's, and they got mad, and they are quite intoxicated also. Yeah, I'm using big words today. Oh, basically they were drunk. Yeah, they were drunk. They were drunk, and which is very weird things, and actually not really appropriate, and a very hard thing to understand actually, because in Buddhism we have these rules. There are five of them, and one of them is to not get yourself involved with alcohol and get yourself involved with alcohol and gambling. Oh, drugs, alcohol, and gambling. Yeah. So yeah, they got drunk inside the temple in a religious ceremony. Very, very like, what is it, ironic. Yeah. So yeah, they got drunk and they decided to break into schools because they got mad at the teachers for wanting them to stop this like happy ceremony they have going on. Stop the feast, stop the concert. Maybe you could be more reserved because it's a temple. Yeah. So yeah, they broke into school. Caused so many damage. They assaulted teachers, also students, and a couple of female students also got sexual harassed. Yeah, quite a ruckus, isn't it? Okay, so the police arrived after, but still the damages has been done. I think one of the one of I think a lot of teachers and students got assaulted, and one of the teachers broke his arm. That he got his arm broken. Quite a damage, isn't it? And after that, well, it's been a very hot topic on social media, especially on Twitter. It's a live update kind of platform. So yeah, people got really mad, and it brought up so many like serious topics in our society that doesn't usually get the attention that they deserve. Which is good things about this kind of situations. It brought people together and helping each other to try to solve these problems, and got mad at, and it's also speed up the consequences of the actions that they need to get. Well, yeah, the consequences is quite great, and because this is a very hot topic in these days. Like nowadays, we have people a lot of people pay attention to this kind of topic. A lot of people follow up the situations, like what are they going to get. You have to you cannot just ignore this situation. It's a very serious one, because it's like a national exams, and you can only take it once for each year, and a lot of students in the future rely on it. It's a very serious topic. So after that, I think they'll go to jail and without bail also, which is a very good thing. And Sotoso also sued them for the damages that it caused to exams, because the students at the examination place has to retake exam, obviously, because they couldn't concentrate on taking exams, because I don't want to say some intoxicated people decided to just break into school and cause a ruckus, disturbing the students, caused quite a disturbance to the student in following. Okay, and yeah, basically that's the situation right there. And this situation also come up with another. Well, this word has been circulating around in social media quite a while now, but it's the situation kind of add more fuels to the fire, which is the word. I don't know how to translate it in English. I think I have to come up with a word, because in Thai it's called talat lang, which is basically low graded product. Yeah, low grade product. They basically, I don't have to explain that, right? Well, it's a low grade product, kind of. And another thing that happens, also very sad situations going on, is that, and this situation, this news also have this bad, this thing's very sad. It also happens as it also comes from the actions of the same kind of people as the people who broke into school. Well, there's this couple, students got stabbed and and the students a couple of these kind of people, there was a couple who got into the bus and decided to stab the students, and just because of some small like problems or something, or maybe it's just who they are. Yeah, so there was a couple, and the guy decided to stab a student on the bus for some reason, and the students, there was quite a damages, but the bus drivers were smart, so they locked the what is it the murderer on the bus and took them to the police stations, and luckily they got what they deserve right now. All the social media's power also, and yeah, they're like, but it's very sad and devastating situations because the student just finished coming back there. The students were going back home from the examination place. They just finished the exams, and oh, he just finished the exam. Sorry, I was using plural now. Plural. Yeah, he was just finishing his exams and just go home just like usual days. And you know, like students in my age, we were supposed to start our own life, and a lot of families around, like they become the another, like they are basically the futures of this country. Yeah, right. And it's really sad for a student life, or like his life, to end it this quickly and this fast at this very young age that he's going to start his new chapter of life, going to university, started his own future, finally be able to pay back his own parents, and his parents finally got someone to rely on, finally see their son being successful. But those of that just got taken away by some violent people who, yeah, basically low graded product. Yeah, it's a really bad thing. And yeah, it's a very hard breaking situations and a very serious topics also add fuels to the fire, which is, I don't want to say it's a good thing, but it's still, it's speed up the process of like people paying attention to this kind of serious situations, and get together and like finding ways to try to resolve these problems. Hopefully it's going to stay here, it's going to be like this for a while and not just fade away just like any other dramas in the past. But I know it's going to happen, but still it's a nice thing to do, that people find to know that people who caused people finally get the consequences of what they're doing, and the law isn't really that bad. So, quite serious, and bye. That's it for today. For this week update.